Hey everybody, we are here of course at the Fantasy Flight World Championship weekend, the year is 2015, and I am joined by our newest, latest and greatest Conquest champion. His name is Varun, and he just got done playing an excellent tournament with Packmaster Kith. So Varun, please tell us about that experience and what you think about the tournament as a whole.
Okay, so it was a really enjoyable experience. I didn't quite know what to expect, and all the guys I played against were quality people, so that was... Again, I didn't honestly know what it would be like, whether it'd be people sitting there, just pushing the game in a way, but there was good chat during the games, which was really nice.
Awesome.
And a really varied field. Even though there was a lot of Kith at the top of the cut, there was also other stuff in there, and the final four, I was the only Kith, so it was nice to see Nasdrag in there and some other decks.
And so you're, of course, also the UK national champion.
Yeah.
Was Kith the warlord you took there and won with?
Yeah. It was very similar to. I've only tweaked one or two things in this deck compared to.
And tell us about what makes Packmaster Kith such a success. Obviously, there are some powerful cards, but tell us about how you particularly enjoy employing those cards to get where you are now.
So I think the key thing is that she's got flexibility, and she's got a very strong command and denial presence, but that's not forced to go down a particular route. So, she can push towards drawing cards and denying cards, or she can push towards taking resources and denying resources. I really favour the Eldar split because, as well as cards like Superiority and Foretell, the Destructors give her the option of playing the short game and bullying against certain opponents or in certain situations, or playing the long game. So you can respond. I think she's very much a warlord, where you're playing to stop your opponent from doing what they want to do rather than doing what you want to do. That's almost secondary. Like sometimes I don't even think about how I can win, I think about how to just stop them winning until eventually, hopefully, I'll win by default.
So given all of that, what were some of the closer calls that you might have had throughout the tournament that you were you're really on the edge of your seat for?
So I had a few close calls. My opening game was a pretty close call. I was pretty tired facing Kato, trying to remember how to play, and he played really well. And then there was a point where actually I had a lot of cards, but I hadn't drawn. I literally had about 15 to 20 cards, but hadn't drawn into any shields. Whoa. And he retreated, assuming I had a shield. It was the right thing to do. Yes. But if he'd stayed, it probably would have swung the game. And then I managed to come back there. There was really tough Kato again in the first round after the cut, where I got bloodied on turn one by Maxos with promotion and Rally the Charge. So he hit me for 10, which I wasn't expecting. And so the rest of the game, I was like, how do I win and not die? And I mean, similar as you saw in the final, a fairly early blooding, not turn one, but fairly early blooding. I really had to think about, is it worth doing that Foretell? But I felt I needed the planet, and it was worth the risk.
Well, clearly played off. And what are you looking forward to in the future for Conquest in terms of upcoming releases, cards that you want to see for not only Dark Eldar but any of the other factions?
Yeah, so I've had a lot of fun playing Old One Eye with Venom Throat Polluter lately. I took that to World Eater, and I'd like to see kind of how that develops. The new Warlords coming out, the Orc one, Gorzord, he looks fun. I mean, to be honest, they all look fun. The Tau one's got a lot of manoeuvrability shenanigans, and I like, again, that kind of flexibility appeals to me. The ability to respond to what your opponent's doing. That's kind of similar to what the polluter thing is doing anyway.
Yeah, very much.
Really, I think the next cycle looks like it's got a lot of interesting stuff in it. So.
Well, that's all excellent. Congratulations yet again. We look forward to seeing you here next year. And do you have anything you want to leave the Conquest community with?
I'd like to say thank you, I guess, to the various people who have helped in different ways, even just being able to play against the one or two people in my meta who I actually have been able to play a few games against and have that time. To a lot of the guys here who've been really great to sort of chat to, and when I made one of the switches in my Kith deck, I didn't have the cards on me because I couldn't bring everything, and someone lent them to me. I need to find them and give them back, actually.
That's great.
And so, it's been really nice to sort of experience some of the community. I don't know what else to say, really.
What more?
Mitch for giving me bananas, without which I'd probably have crashed. The diet was important. And the Australian champion who I was sharing a room with, for just helping with a bit of play testing. Just generally, everyone's been great. So.
Well, there you have it, folks.
Sounds really cliched.
No. What more do you need to say? The great community, a great new world champion, and here we are at the World Championship weekend, and we will have more coming your way just as soon as we can. Stay tuned, guys.